Okay, thank you.
It was in the room, but it was tucked behind some boxes. It wasn't where I had it.
Typical man, typical man.
Well, let
Did
me-
you turn your sign?
Remember that, Kathy? Always, every meeting.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. If we could all please stand for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we get started, I'd like to apologize. We, at the last minute here, canceled our public hearing that was scheduled for 6:30 this evening, all in an effort to make sure that we're doing everything procedurally correct. I'd like to get a hold of our town attorney and make sure that we're doing everything the way we're supposed to before we adopt these two additions to the local law. So my apologies for the public hearing being canceled. Hopefully we can get it rescheduled for next month. Okay. First on the docket is accepting the resignation of Michael Christopher from the town board. Be it resolved that the town board of the town of Murray hereby accepts the resignation of Michael Christopher from the Murray Town Board effective March 18th, 2025. Can I get a
So moved.
Second.
motion by Bauer, second by Christ? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Accepting the resignation of Neil Valentine from the Town Planning Board. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Murray hereby accepts the resignation of Neil Valentine from the Town of Murray Planning Board effective March 18th, 2025. Can I get a motion and a second to approve that? Motion by Christ, second by Christopher. All in favor?
You can't. I don't
You can't.
think you can.
Take it, you know, it's
Word out.
I will.
Second by Berg. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. With that, we would like to appoint Neil Valentine to the town board to a term expiring December 31st of 2025.
Make a motion?
second.
Yep. Motion by Berg, second by Christ. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Come on up.
Neil.
I want to set your toes approved.
Thank you, buddy.
You ready?
Yep.
Raise your right hand. I, Neil Valentine,
I, Neil Valentine,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and will faithfully discharge the duties
and will faithfully discharge the duties
of Town of Murray councilperson
of Town of Murray councilperson
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
You sign away.
We rehearsed by now, Neil.
You're a lefty.
Not the first time.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Welcome aboard, Neil. Thanks. Forward to it. Thank you. Congratulations. Oh, he's no longer. With that, any discussion about the approval of the minutes from last month? Can I get a motion and a second to approve the minutes from February of 2025? Motion by Christ.
Second.
Second by Bauer. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Town clerk report.
February receipts totaled $434 with $4,150 going into the general fund. CNHPC, who helps us with our website when we need to, sent us an email the other day and said that there's a requirement, transitioning to a .gov domain for our email and website, and it's, we have to transfer over. That means all our emails are gonna change, and our website will be a .gov instead of .org. Same thing with our emails. I'm a little confused as to how this is gonna work, because Bill still takes care of our emails. So we're gonna have to have CNHPC and him,
Get together.
yeah, but it's not, it's required by December 21st of this year, so we have a while. But, to do all of that, there's a quote from CNHPC that's $750. But I mean, I don't know what choice we have.
Probably none.
Right.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Our assessor's not here tonight, so I'll move into highway and water. Dirk was not able to attend tonight, but he did send me an email with a breakdown of what's going on. And I will read it as follows. Since the snow has stopped, we've been busy servicing all of the equipment, which is much needed after the long winter plowing season. We've also been prepping the spring equipment, mowers, chipper, and other support equipment for the mowing season. We've been cleaning and organizing the shop, and we've been driving the roads to identify and prioritize upcoming summer road work season. In the water, since the snow has stopped, we have started to install the new Zenner water meter readers on homes. We repaired a water service leak on Holberton Road across from the New York State Canal Authority's building. It was leaking about 5 gallons a minute, and that is compliments of Dirk Lamis. Code enforcement and planning. I did get a code report from Chad Fabry. Building permits issued 3, building inspections 10, there was 1 fire inspection, 2 certificates of compliance. E-codes 360, the first draft of the manuscript is being created, and the town will be notified when the editorial and legal analysis begins. Again, the public hearing for the sign and electrical inspector code, we were supposed to have that here tonight, and the public hearing has been postponed until next month. And for those that weren't here earlier, I want to make sure that we're doing it the right way. I want to talk to our town attorney and make sure that procedurally, we're adding these to the town law correctly. And I don't want to do this haphazardly. I want to make sure that we're doing it the right way. So our apologies for not having the public hearing tonight. Zoning Board of Appeals, no appeals for the month of March 2025. Planning Board, no agenda items for the month of March 2025. Okay. County legislators are not present, and with that, Amanda Anderson, the Director of the Community Free Library here in Holly, you'd like to speak? If you'd like. Could I just give you one of these here, if you don't mind?
You guys go home.
I don't know what I sound like on this. Does it do much? All right. We have been at the library for the past 6 months. This week actually marks the 6-month period of me being in charge. We have had a lot of changes, but we've kept a lot of things the same. So I am able to tell you that we will be doing our summer reading fundraiser, the Raise a Glass for Reading wine tasting, which will be taking place on the first Friday of May this year, rather than the last Friday of April. We have some new board members who are younger and have children, and unfortunately it seems like every single one of them has children in the dance class at the same time, and their recitals that weekend. So we are going to be running that on May 2nd from 7 to 9. We'll be featuring, as long as everyone makes it in, and we're crossing our fingers for that one, 8 different wineries, breweries, farmers, and entrepreneurs. They're going to be set up around the library as per usual. We're going to be tweaking things to see what works for people. We want this to be a celebration. This has been ongoing at the library for, I believe, 13 years now. And one of our longest-standing board members has headed this up the entire time, and this is the last thing that she has agreed to take on for us before she retires. So we are having a great time planning it, and we're looking forward to inviting everybody. Tickets should be going on sale at the beginning of April. All of this goes to support our summer reading program. We have lots of programs because there are two of us hitting it as hard as we can. We have at least 2 every week, more like 4 to 6. But we're going to hope that it all works out and the kids come for it. We've expanded our programs recently and we've had great turnout, so we're very excited about the summer. We are moving into budget season as well, but this is a tight year. We are utilizing our staff and the strengths that they bring to the board. We're using the things that we have on hand to bring the town of Murray, the village of Holly, a variety of new options in literacy, in art, and in community. And we're really focusing on those as we move forward. Forward this year. So if any of you have any questions, we would love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions, we'd also love to hear that. If you have complaints, I would welcome them, though it might not be as exciting. But definitely feel free to stop in and see what's changing. Thank you.
I have to say, Amanda, I've been in the library a few times since you've taken over, and it looks great, and I've heard wonderful things. I see the social media is above and beyond what it's been in the past, and I think you're doing a great job, so thank you.
I have to warn a couple of the staff, I've said you can't show that you have a talent or something because I feel exploited. But largely, we've been getting great feedback. We've had recent support from the Rotary Club, and I know some of you have connections there as well. So after the wine tasting, because we don't want to be caught mid-renovation, we are going to be doing some renovation work on our meeting room and then out in the large library area. It's going to be minimal at first, but we are trying to give ourselves a facelift. So I'm going to be putting out a call for volunteers at some point in the future. If anyone is interested in lending a hand, moving books, splatting some things on the wall, those sorts of things. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone.
I attended the event last year, and it was phenomenal.
Oh, it's such
The food was exceptional.
No, they will love to hear that. because,
Yeah, it was very good.
They talk about how much is too much, essentially. But thank you.
No, it was good.
My apologies for getting up during your talk. We're in communication with our IT guy right now. We've had issues with our live stream over the last couple of years, and I've been trying to make sure that the volume is correct because we've been getting complaints from people saying they can't hear our board meetings. So Bill Downey, our IT guy, is texting us, letting me know that I need to tweak the gain on our booster back there, so that's what I was doing. So my apologies for getting up.
More lower.
A little lower. Okay.
He does it all.
Amanda, when will tickets be available?
They'll go on sale the first weekend in April, so those are already printed and ready to go, but we want to do a little bit of build-up before we set them on sale.
Okay.
So if you are on Facebook, we'll be posting what we call vendor reveals. But that will all be coming to light, and then everything goes on sale the first weekend.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Amanda. Any public comments as it pertains to any resolution or agenda items from anyone?
I have a question. What day?
I'm not sure yet. The question was when the public hearing is going to be rescheduled. I haven't determined that yet. I'd like to take care of this as soon as possible. I'd like to actually have this done by at least next month, at least the adoption of it. But again, as I stated earlier, I'm not sure if you were here, David, or not, but in an effort to make sure that we're doing things procedurally correct, I want to make sure that we consult with our town attorney before we do anything. So it's got to be right if we're going to be adopting anything to local law. So that's where we're at.
Anything else from anybody here? Any public comments? If not, we'll go into new business. I need a motion and a second to appoint Mark Gregoire as the chairman of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Murray hereby appoints Mark Gregoire as chairman of the Town of Murray Zoning Board of Appeals effective March 18th, 2025. Can I get a motion and a second? Motion from Bauer, second from Christ. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Also appointing Michael Christopher as Town of Murray Justice beginning April 1st, 2025. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Murray hereby appoints Michael Christopher as Town of Murray Justice to a term to begin immediately following Judge Joseph Fuller's resignation and ending December 31st, 2025. Can I get a motion and a second to approve that? Motion by Chris. Second. Second by Neil Valentine. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Old business. If you've been attending any board meetings over the last couple of years, you've known that we've had some people from our town coming on a regular basis to request water over on West Brockville Road and Heinsberg Road. We have been diligently kind of trying to go for this grant through U.S. Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. I just received an email today from Colleen Caraher, who's the lead specialist, sending me an email basically stating today that my state team has submitted your application down to national office for approval and funding. Once received, the LLC will be drafted and sent over by them for signature. I will be back on Monday. So it looks like, in principle, we're going to get the $288,000 grant that we applied for here for water on West Brockville Road and portions of Heinsberg Road. So, still not ready to grant everything yet, but as soon as we hear from National, we should be good to go. So that's very exciting news. Any public comments from anybody? Yes, Mr. Miller.
Just curious, what kind of percentage then would that bring you down up to as far as water coverage? Close to 100.
It's getting there, yeah. I mean, this grant basically encompasses 6 homes, which doesn't seem like a lot, but again, since I was on the board 2 years ago, we've been having people coming regularly begging and pleading for water. All the water samples that we took as part of this grant application were all bad. Some of them had E. coli, some had other issues going on. But I promised people that if I got elected that I'd follow through with it, and it looks like we're almost there. So USDA giving us their blessings is a big step. And that, once we get word from National, then I would expect that we're going to be starting installation of that here this year.
At least just county line that I know of, right, south of 31, that doesn't have water.
Well, and there's.
Bennett's Corner.
Yeah, there are
Yeah,
There's little pockets here and there that don't have water. But as you well know, this is Water District 17, so we've got many different water districts throughout the town. It's just a matter of, trying to get the grants, get the money, and whittle them down.
It's just the outliers now, basically.
Yep. That it for public comments? I'd like to get a motion and a second to pay bills and approve the supervisor's financial report. Motion by Christ,
Second.
second by Berg. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. With that, can I get a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting? Motion by Christ,
Second.
second by Berg. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming.
Good job. It's like in a meeting, right?
All right.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Give that to
Look at this thing. Nice.
Are these new ones or? Good thing you didn't put a date on it.
They're leftovers. He still wants it tweaked
It's good
again?
though, it's good that you didn't like put anything else on it, right?
Congratulations.
Pizza now, but it will definitely need to come down further for the next meeting. So put it down a little bit now, Gary, and then mark it maybe.
Not much has changed. Pardon? Not much has changed. Not so much, no. What did it say, the same day, different you should or something?
Did you mark it?
No, it's getting better.